From the heart of the city to the stories shaping our streets, this is where truth meets culture, and voices are finally heard, covering breaking news, exclusive interviews, and the moments that matter most, bringing you closer to the people, the power, and the pulse of the community. This isn't just news, this is real life, unfolding in real time. You're now watching KJS News and Entertainment, hosted by Cario Jackson Savage, alongside Daniel Harrelson, Jean Pearson, and Raven DeLuca, all brought to you under the direction of our producer, Jezuri Morrison. Stay locked in.
Chicago's hurting right now. Violence is up. Trust is down. And yesterday, when I was out in the streets, people had a lot to say. Some talked about you. Some spoke about the community. But most of what I heard was about violence taking over this city. People are tired. People are scared. And people want answers. Tonight, me and my co-hosts are sitting with one of the few people who will hopefully soon be able to do something about it. He's running for mayor. So let's get straight into it. Today, we have as a guest, Mr. Jean Pearson.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, KJ. And Daniel, I appreciate y'all having me here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
We're elated to have you here. We hear that you're running for mayor. Tell the people a little bit about yourself before we get started.
Well, I am taking the next step to redefine how the city is hurting, how the city is crying out and needing tender love and care, attention. That is why I am taking the step forward, because listen, even if we are not from Chicago, or we are a transplant, or we are from Chicago, this still is a part of our heart, our home. And that is why I am taking a step up
Chicago,
from being a retired
as
police
I stated yesterday, we hit the streets and we asked the community what they wanted to know about these candidates, and they had a lot to say. Daniel, you want to start with some of the questions?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, KJ. Thank you. First question. So if you win tonight, what's the first move you make in the first 72 hours to stop the violence of Chicago?
Make no mistake, Daniel, the violence is the big elephant in the room. Our youth is being targeted by gangs, individuals who are misled and misguided, broken homes through the high rise in taxes and costs to keep very food on the table and clothes on their back. We need to reinvest and redefine our education system and community engagement so that these kids have a place, a safe place, to be able to be proactive and prevent themselves from getting into harm's way or being swayed through influences of any negative behavior or ideology, such as gangs have been doing past years here in Chicago. So what I would do is to take up on the legislation to enact a more funding for community programs that it will help kids, help the youth to be the subject matter expert of staying away from the streets.
Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, to you, KJ.
All right. We talked to CPD leadership yesterday. We talked to Superintendent Savage, I would believe, Kieran Savage. And he talked to us about this new development they had, the crime suppression unit, which is focusing on high-risk areas. Do you fully support them?
The crime suppression unit, I think, honestly, it's a great thing, but we needed to peel the onion back. Make no mistake, we need to take a step back and go back to the basics. Training, accountability, and a way of policing, community policing. Police officers just not living day by day behind the wheel of the patrol unit and the lights and sirens. These people, the citizens, our friends, our family, our neighborhoods need to see our police officers be enacted and interacting and connect with these officers. So, of course, the crime suppression unit, that is a great tool, but let us take a step back to getting more to the basics and training to show what community policing is all about.
I love it. I love it. But let's be real. If complaints about aggression and policing starts to come up, are you backing the officers or are you pulling them back?
That's why I firmly believe, Mr. Savage, that community policing is a very, very more essential step to making sure that citizens are connected with the police, knowing that they are not an enemy of their neighborhoods, that they're there to protect and serve and to help each other, to make sure that they find confidence to believe that those police officers that are going into harm's way is going to have their backs and to be able to serve when the time is right, protect when the time is right. So I do believe that individuals in the neighborhoods can trust police officers. You know, the thing is, we have to make sure that our communities trust and depend on those police officers. Some of our family members have taken the step to prevent crimes and taken the step to want to lay down their life and sacrifice to keep these neighborhoods safe. I believe that if we take the step back and put the necessary training and accountability, we can have a more better and connected community police department for all of the neighborhoods of Chicago.
All right. So, how do you balance investing in communities while still being tough on crime in the communities?
Being tough on crime is a lifelong argument that any politician would sit here and answer and debate. We get it. Chicago is crying out through all of the youth who can't just even walk to the store without looking over their shoulders. Even in broad daylight, we see shootings of 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 14-year-olds who are dying by the hands of a gun. There is a 14-year-old boy that I responded to a call at a salon who robbed the salon at gunpoint. I took it upon myself to make sure that that boy found the nurturing that he needed. We set him up with advancement programs that most police officers don't even know is there, to be able to assist to get that boy back on the right path. When he was coming from a broken home of not a mother, not a father, but just misguided. That is why it is important for us to bring these community centers and these community outreach programs to the city so that the youth would have a place to call safe, so that they can lean on the confidence that they are going to have a brighter future, so they can make it to college, so that they can gain a scholarship. And we need programs through the tax cuts that I propose, that I'm going to be packaging a bill to the House representatives, the Illinois representatives, for us to get state funding so that we can cut taxes and put spending back into programs that's going to put food back on these misguided kids' mouths from these community outreach programs.
Okay, so give me the real numbers. How much was this cost the people of Chicago?
We're not here to rob the people of Chicago. We're here to cause opportunity, bring about opportunities, and bring about financial interest that's going to put them in the right direction. We don't want people to become rich. We want them to build wealth. We want them to have a brighter future and look upon the hills which come of their help, and their help is going to be systematically approachable in a more way that they can depend on us to assist their pockets. We need to bring programs like the link card. The former administration have taken cuts and put cuts on the link card, EBT and WIC. We need to restore those. We need to restore those programs so that they can feed their children.
I love it. And I hear the passion in your voice when you're talking about these things. But let's dig a little deeper. Your opponent supporters are saying that your plans just won't work, that you may not be the right person for the job. What are they getting wrong about you? Or are they right about some of this?
This is not about politics. This campaign is not about politics. This is about the people of Chicago. And we are tirelessly, single-handedly, me and my team, going from door to door, business to business. And we're out there in the trenches. And we're out there each day on the streets of Chicago, really getting connected with the people, to hear them out, to hear their cry. And they are ready for change. And what's making me right for the job and right that I am the person that is going to step up is that we are ready to progress. We are ready for a future that is bright like never before. We are ready to really hone in on financial prosperity. We're ready to make sure that our kids get their scholarships. We're making sure that they live to see another day. And those mothers in those broken homes without a father, we need to have police reform so that the justice system has a redefined way of not incarcerating more of people that needs help and with these community outreach programs. That is why I stand firm to believe that I'm here for the job. I'm here to be the next mayor of the city of Chicago.
All right, absolutely, absolutely. So why should Chicago trust you over the over your opponent?
Like I said, people may smear and people may have a different outlook on what it is that our rhetoric has. But from someone who's been in the most dangerous parts of the city of Chicago, who sees that there is a brighter day that could be changed from those neighborhoods we call home, that we have the ability to listen to the citizens and hear their cry, that I am the person that has been boots on the ground versus clicking heels in the courtroom.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. So you have done a lot of things that absolutely proves your outlook on this.
I just want to say, there's a lot going back and forth, and you spoke a lot about family and rebuilding families. And, I believe Chicago was built on a dream, but through some severe pain. And I think it's time that we lessen that pain. Um, I've been hearing that you're familiar with a lot of this pain that the citizens are feeling. Um, is it true that your family suffered some of this pain with the cartel's recent appearances in Chicago?
Make no mistake that there is adversaries that is here to put a dark cloud and haunt our citizens here within the communities that we call our friends, our neighbors, our family. Just recently, the pastor said she felt the very scared, the very nervousness through her bones by just officiating a burial. There is no pastor should feel scared to be able to officiate the last few moments that a family would have at a burial site. We are here to stand up to the violence that is plaguing the city and to be able to call upon police reform and to peel back the onion and really get to the root of the problem, appointing the right people and honing in on accountability training for the success of the safety of our communities. All families have felt, we've all felt, they say weep with them who weep, mourn with them who mourn, and rejoice with them who rejoice. We've all felt this pain. We've all stood at a burial site. We buried our superintendent and our deputy and superintendent. That has never in the history of a police agency has been done before. But the city has cried out, and enough is enough. And we are here to say today in the Pearson administration that we're going to roll up our sleeves day one and get to work and let the citizens of Chicago know that enough is finally enough.
Love to hear it. You have Chicago's attention right now. What do you want to say to them so that they know that you're the person they should vote for?
Listen to citizens of Chicago. I'm Jean Pearson. And if you're tired and hurt of individuals who are not just playing by the rules, who are infecting your communities and your neighborhoods, and you're ready for a better community policing and putting food and money back in your pockets with rising taxes and cuts on your link card, I am the man for the job. I'm here to let you know today that we are here to help, and you, after listening to your cry, we will not leave any grievances behind. Every grievances is to be heard. Every concern is to be met. And when I say that we are ready to fight for the brighter future that we believe in, to where our kids are safe and they are
committing violence and tarnishing the neighborhoods and wreaking havoc on the community of Chicago.
What I'm telling the people that are infesting our neighborhoods, those criminals and those individuals that are not playing by the rules, we have your number and we know where you live. We're tired. We're tired of looking over our shoulder. We're tired of going on sleepless nights. We're tired of our kids being in the danger and harm way of your actions. There will be met with consequences. And we're here to tell you today that make no mistake, that you will not get away with what you're doing. Our city, we are here to take it back. And that's that.
All right, you guys heard it here first. We thank you for tuning in, and we're going to get you the truth every time. We'll see you next time.